G'day viewers, well I'm going to be changing the starter relay on this Suzuki Quad Runner 250 ATV. There's the original start relay. It just clicks but no crank. I got a nice new one to put on. It just intermittently cuts in and cuts out and clicks and doesn't click, but it's in neutral, lights on. That's how it's supposed to run, but 99% of the time it'll just click and click and click and nothing. That means when it just clicks and doesn't start, that means the contacts inside here is burnt, and because of the high current, the carbon is burnt out and the contacts are burnt out. So all you get is a click. Even the battery's full, nothing, so I'm going to be changing it. So yeah, got to get, there's a 10mm spanner. I've got to get behind there to change it, and there it is behind there. But I got to disconnect the battery and everything to do that, so yeah. They quoted me to buy this thing from a local motorbox store, locally, $130, but I was able to buy this thing off eBay for about $20 all up, so save a lot of money by buying it off online than I did to get it locally, from a local motorbox shop. But yeah, saved a hell of a lot of money by buying this off eBay, so it's a brand new part, same oppressor part and everything, so yeah. Let's get this thing on. Okay viewers, I've got the battery out. Sulfate retardant. Sulfate stop, retards sulfation. Pretty funny little feature for a battery like that. Anyway, I've had to cut the slots in this plastic thing and fold this down so we can get to it, because to get to this thing is an absolute bitch on this bike. You have to pretty much strip this whole front end down to get to it. Very slowly get the spanner here. A 10mm spanner and just undo it. So yeah, tedious task, but we'll get it done, so I'll get that off and put the other one on. Okay viewers, well there's the old one and there's a new one. So there's all the connectors here as well, your start button. This is the start button here. And that goes off to here, these wires. This clicks just like a contactor, low current, and switches a high current to the starter motor. That's just the starter relay. So you low current from your switch, your start switch, switches this high current contactor inside this. So we've had to jump this across with a bit of metal to get it to start before, because yeah, it's very intermittent, never, just barely would start the engine, just click 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 90% of the time and nothing. And when I did click to start the engine, it would arc itself and get stuck. So it's well and truly stuffed. It's been there since this bike was new. It's a 1993 model, so that's done a lot of work. And there's our new one. Now putting this on is going to be fun, because you've got to have to reach under there, and yeah. Let's put this thing on and we'll see how we go. Okay viewers, well all back together. Oh, the battery cover's back on, the battery's back in. I've actually had to top the fluid level up, but she's all fine. New vent hose as well, had to replace that. Here we're a little test here. Alright. Okay, we got a bad connection, I think. Okay, viewers, let's give this another test. I just realised why the hell this thing wouldn't start. Someone bumped the off button and turned it off when we last tested it, left it off, so yeah, my old man did that. Instead of using the key, turned it off. If you do that, kills power to start and ignition altogether. So on run, we should get a good start now. Bit of back compression flung the starter motor back. Nice and responsive. All fixed. Run very responsive starter, so all it took was to replace that relay. There's the old one sitting in that toolbox. I might do an autopsy vid in this one day. It's all been pressed and they've just rolled it and bent it to crimp the top on, but I might be a bit of a struggle to hack that apart. I might just run the angle grinder along there, cut along there, all the way around, get this bent and pull it out of its housing, pull it out and just display it, and we should be able to show you the contacts inside and why it wasn't working properly and why it only worked intermittently. So that'll be another video in doing autopsy and that. So yeah, thanks for watching.